Good morning, 11:30. So that means it's time to take a look at the weather across southeast Texas. Also, we'll take a quick look at what's going on around the rest of the country. I'm meteorologist Jeff Gerber. Thanks for joining me on this stream. We'll take about 10 minutes. We'll take a look at the weather for today. Also take a look at what's going to be going on as we head closer towards the weekend and into early next week. In our 7-day forecast, it looks like numbers are going to be getting pretty warm here as we head towards the weekend. We're talking about above normal as far as temperatures, even though we've been a couple of degrees below normal the last few mornings. As a matter of fact, this morning dipped down into the 30s, and of course yesterday was the coldest we've seen this season. We had those lows back into the 20s. But let's take a look at what's going on for the rest of this afternoon. We have clouds that moved in. I don't think they'll be maybe as thick as this picture here, but definitely see some high-level clouds moving in across the area. We still expect temperatures to be warmer than yesterday by about 8 to 10 degrees. We're expecting lows in the lower 60s for today. And then we'll stay near 60 as we head towards about 6 o'clock this evening, and then drop off into the middle 50s by 10 o'clock. No rain, even though we have some cloud cover out there. That actual rain will start to develop as we head towards tomorrow morning, it looks like, in the form of some light rain showers. Really good news on the allergy report. Look at these numbers, all on the low side. Grass is 0, but you can see tree weed and mold all low. So good news if you have a lot of allergy problems. Should be a little bit better for you today with these low numbers, thanks to some of that colder weather we've had the last couple of days. All right, outside, like I said, we have more cloud cover out there than we've seen over the last few days. Generally some high-level clouds, a few mid-level clouds as well. Here's the view down towards the Port of Beaumont from Packard-LaPrade. Our Roofing 911 live Skycam network currently showing temperatures in the lower 50s there. And then we'll take you right outside our 12 News studio. We have a camera on our tower outside, and we got it pointed towards the north, towards the northern reaches there of I-10. This camera brought to you by Mid-County Plumbing, and you can see no problems out there. If you're heading out to lunch here in about a half an hour or so, looks like not a whole lot of traffic there on I-10. It looks like I've seen a lot more traffic definitely around the lunch hour on a Tuesday, but looking pretty good out there for today, so shouldn't have any problems if you're running up, say you're downtown and you're trying to run up to maybe the mall or something for lunch, or maybe you're around the mall area coming down towards College Street to grab a bite to eat. Up in Jasper, seeing a little bit of sunshine trying to poke through those high clouds. This camera brought to you by Provalis, part of that Roofing 911 live Skycam network, and looks like pretty quiet conditions up there in Jasper. A few cars moving back and forth here and there, but nothing as far as any precipitation. Won't expect any rain today, even though we have some cloud cover. And even though we do have some of that high clouds, we'll see upper 50s today in the lakes. Won't, I think, make it to 60, but we'll be pretty close. We'll be up there around 58, maybe 59, maybe 60 in a few spots, depending on how much that cloud cover hangs in there through the afternoon. Might see a couple of breaks that could push you to about 60. We'll head down to Port Arthur. Once again, same type of sky there with the high-level clouds and mostly cloudy conditions. This camera brought to you by Market Basket, and you can see looking at the intercoastal there, no ships going through there right now. I like it when the big ships come through on this camera, but we're not seeing anything right now, so not looking too bad out there for this morning. We'll see the same type of conditions as we go through the afternoon. Some filtered sunshine, generally mostly cloudy skies through this afternoon. Let's see if we can squeeze out one more camera before we'll get on with the temperatures and the rest of the forecast. These cameras change about every 40-45 seconds or so. So there we go. And we'll head over to Orange, the third part of the triangle there at the Horseman's Western Store. And you can see traffic's going along smoothly through Orange. 54 currently in Orange, humidity at 73%, and we're seeing a little bit of a southeasterly wind at 5 miles an hour right now, with some mostly cloudy to partly cloudy skies out there. Temperature-wise, in the 50s, from 51 in Kirbyville and Woodville to 54 in Jasper. Also right here in Beaumont, we're at 54. Silsbee and Orange at 52 officially, and then Port Arthur currently showing 54. Looking over towards Huntsville, 58, Conroe 56, Houston's 55, and then lower 50s for Lake Charles and DeQuincy over there around 52, 53. You can see those clouds pretty clearly on the satellite. They're marching right across the state, right into southeast Texas here. They've cleared out for the most part in West Texas. We're seeing some sunshine out towards Lubbock, Amarillo, San Angelo for this morning going into this afternoon. But I think we'll continue with these clouds. Notice nothing on radar. We do have not only the satellite here, but we have radar, and nothing showing up on radar across the deep south. And we're not expecting much. We need a little lift in the atmosphere, and that's going to be happening towards tomorrow morning. We'll see a disturbance along with a front coming through and that will create some light showers, looks like, as we head towards a Wednesday. Quick look around the rest of the country. Looks like the eastern seaboard's pretty quiet today from Florida all the way up into New England. Not too much going on. Great Lakes had a little bit of lake effect snows yesterday. Looks like pretty quiet there. Midwest, not seeing too much. Deep South, like I said, pretty quiet. It's really the West Coast that's seeing all the action. Has been the last day or two, continued for today and tomorrow. Storm system coming in. You can see all these clouds. This is what they call a river of moisture. Really just a lot of moisture coming in off the Pacific, and that's leading to a lot of rainfall up towards Washington State, Oregon, down into Northern California. You're seeing some pretty heavy rains come in there, and that's leading to some flooding in that part of the country. So they're kind of wishing the rain would stop a little bit so they could dry out a little bit. But good news for the higher elevations where they're getting plenty of snow, but the lower elevations are dealing with some flooding, especially up towards Washington State. We've been showing videos on the newscast the last couple of days of some of the flooding up in that direction. Looks like Southern California has been pretty dry, but it's really been Northern California all up into Washington State where they've been seeing all the active weather. All right, our futurecast showing temperatures climbing up into the lower 60s for this afternoon with mostly cloudy skies. We drop back into the 50s for this evening, and we'll stay parked there as we go through the overnight thanks to the cloud cover. Now watch to the west as we head towards early morning hours. After midnight, we'll start to see some light rain develop across southeast Texas, and will linger through the morning on Wednesday, and even a few showers lingering through the afternoon. It will be a little bit warmer tomorrow. We'll be up into the middle to upper 60s, and still see a couple of showers here and there. We'll see cooler temperatures, or not really cooler temperatures, but some warmer temperatures coming in on Wednesday night, and by Thursday we'll hit about 76 before a front comes through. Even on Thursday we'll see a few showers, but that front will cool us down for Friday, and I'll show you that in the 7-day forecast. Along the coast today, no advisories. We'll just see an east wind at 5 to 10 knots, seas around 1 to 2 feet. You can see right now at Texas Point, we've been seeing east winds at 15 to 17, water temperature there at about 62. Look for just a light chop on the inland lakes and bays for today. High tide coming up this afternoon, 3:18. Then we'll see one late tonight at 11:22. Our sun sets tonight at about 5:19. So the forecast reads like this for today: mostly cloudy, no rain, but we do see a little bit of an east wind between 3 to 8, maybe 5 to 10. And today we'll see highs in the upper 50s in the lakes. We're looking at right around 60 degrees on inland southeast Texas, and in the triangle here, maybe 61, 62 degrees for afternoon highs, with some of that sun trying to filter through some of those high-level clouds. Mostly cloudy tonight. We'll see a few showers start to develop after midnight into tomorrow morning. We'll go about a 40% coverage, pick up maybe 1/10 of an inch or so, maybe a couple of spots. Might run into a little bit of heavier shower and pick up maybe 2/10, a quarter of an inch, something like that. Not looking at a lot of rain at all. And then it's going to get chilly in the lakes tonight. We'll be seeing temperatures in the upper 40s and pretty cool here through inland southeast Texas in the triangle. We're expecting lows anywhere between about 50 and about 53. All right, our 7-day forecast shows 40% on Wednesday, as we just talked about, and then still about a 20% chance of rain on Thursday as the front itself goes through. Before the front goes through, 76, so very warm there, and then we see those numbers drop off behind the front. 64 is the afternoon high on Friday after a chilly start at 46. Then for your weekend, we warm it back up again. Saturday and Sunday, we'll see highs into the middle to upper 70s, and we'll continue those middle 70s as we head into Monday as well. And then morning lows, Saturday still a little bit chilly at about 49, and then on Sunday 63 and about 64 on Monday. So most of this next 7 days we'll see 60s and 70s, no 50s or 40s like we've seen the last 2 or 3 days. And the morning lows stay well away from the freezing mark. We won't even get close to it. Starting tomorrow morning, we'll see lows only into lows lower 50s. So that little brief of